on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big shit.
Check it. It's Unique Hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, you know my day walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But if y'all see us on the street and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you can be a part of Boss Talk and see all the exclusive content that y'all been asking us. Where's this interview? Where's that interview? That's where it is. You have to be a member to see it. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Guys, I know you all watch Boss Talk 101. This guy's been on here before. This is the second time around, you know. That's that song, Second Time.
You Come on, man. You know you can't sing. You can't sing.
Back in the days.
Come on
now. Second time. Yeah, I go there. Okay. Piper, the comedians in the building, stop playing. He here, and it's official like a referee with a whistle.
We know it's official. Come on now.
Man, so glad to have you back on the show, man.
Man, I'm glad to be here, brother.
Man, just, man, a lot of time when you look at the way you guys work, man, city to city, state to state, man, always maneuvering around. Like, how's it been since you left Boss Talk 101?
Bro, when I tell you, it's been so great, man. You know, your platform helped me. Wow. A lot of bookings, believe it or not. Really? I won't tell you that until you hear it.
I'm glad you said it, because I've been working my butt off over here. Yeah.
But hey, man, life has been good, man. Still traveling, you know, making people laugh, man, delivering these jokes, man, one by one, just like Amazon. I'm just delivering them, you know, and I'm bringing them to your city. And, you know, this weekend, actually, I'll be in West Palm Beach, Florida, man.
West Palm Beach, Florida, look out.
That's right, West Palm Beach. Y'all get ready. Show already sold out, so
I will be there. He been on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Eddie.
Yes, he travels with both of them, too. Yeah, that's my guy, Eddie Green. Shout out Eddie Green.
When he said Palm Beach, I thought, for some reason, I thought about, and he and Marvin Dixon.
Yes, he out of Miami.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yes, Marvin.
He been on here, too. I deal with the comedians, man.
Funny brother, man. Yes, sir. He's been in the game a minute.
But I got to say this, because... Or should I say, I got to ask you this. How many different languages, not language, but dialects can you imitate?
How many dialects can I imitate? Maybe 3 or 4. I know I can do my African, my Mexican.
You cold with that African?
Yes.
Oh, everybody love my African.
Okay, so you got to give me, say something with your African dialect, and I want to hear you with your... Mexican dialect.
Okay.
And which other one you said?
No, that's all I'm gonna do. Because y'all, you know, that check ain't cleared yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know why you put me on the spot like this. I on the Boss Talk Radio today. This a very, very good brother. Got me on the set. I like it here. And why are you asking me to do the African culture? I didn't want to clown like this. I didn't come here to do this. I just came to interview and talk about myself.
Ooh, I love it. And now the Mexican.
Well,
let me see how good.
Tell y'all a story. I had bought a horse from a Mexican.
Okay.
You know, and I don't know what it is about Mexicans, but when you talk to them, for some reason, you find yourself talking like them or trying to have that accent. And this Mexican guy was selling a horse for $600, you know. And my daughter wanted a horse, and I kept saying, "Why don't I buy you a damn horse? I didn't bought you a car, so I guess, you know, I got to buy you a damn horse." So I look in the paper. Dude had a horse for sale. Go knock on the door. Right there, no cliff. Knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. He come to the door. "Hey, my friend, I see you wanted the horse. I got the horse now for $600, but I tell you right now, he's not looking too good." I said, "He look all right to me, you know. So why I'm talking like you?" I said, "I like the horse. How much you selling it for?" He said, $600, but I tell you right now, he's not looking too good. So I get the horse, man. I tell my daughter, "You like the horse?" She said, "Yeah, I like the horse." So we get on the horse, y'all. We all on 20. And we roll the boogie. I ain't no cowboy, so now we on the highway anyway. So we get off the highway on the horse boogie. We get in the woods, and the horse messed around and hit a damn tree. So I'm looking, I said, "This fool and sold me a blind horse." I took that horse back. I said, "Man, why you send me this old blind ass horse?" I told you, my friend, he's not looking too good. So yeah, those are my Mexican friends, and over there selling nice menudo and the Mexican corn. I like to go to the area. I love it. But shout out to all my Mexican people.
Love it.
What's outside of Texas? Like, what's one of your favorite cities that you go to? And
I'm gonna tell you my favorite city, which they don't get enough credit. Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
They support comedy. They come out. They didn't know who I was. They love my comedy. They love my city. They bought all my shirts.
Wow.
I just love that city. I've been there several times, and every time I go, it's always a great turnout. They just love comedy, and that's what I like. when people come out to support you, they don't even know you. Because, nowadays it's about who are you? What you been on? How many followers what you got?
But you got to understand it's a difference because they can know you, but you got to find a way to connect to them. Because when I was with Carl Payne, when we came out, every table had his information with a barcode, so you could. He told everybody it's on your table if you guys will scan that. So you got to find new ways to connect to the audience.
I do that. I promote myself, of course, and you got to put your brand out there so they will know you. Yeah. I don't use it as an excuse. I just know that I'm not at that point of 1 million followers or this household name. But when you see me, and when you see me do my show, you're not gonna never forget.
Never.
That's how I met you.
That's right, and I never forget.
And I'm gonna put that in your mind, that staple that hey, this dude is, and I get it all the time.
Oh, you bring
it. Away. Houston improv. Houston is love. Even Dallas, of course. This is where I'm at. I'm from Louisiana, so I get a bunch of love. So there's a lot of cities, man, that love comedy, and I love the way that our people that look like me and you come out and support us with genuine love.
Come on, man.
And love comedy that's relatable.
That's it.
That would make people, when you look at somebody and say, yeah, he was all right, he was funny, he was all right, he wasn't that funny. Because he wasn't relatable.
That's right.
That's what makes comedy funny. Can I relate to this person?
Yeah.
Do I know what he took? Oh, I know what he took. I done been through, especially us.
That's right. That's right.
Because I'm like, if you're a black comic, if you're a black comic and you can't make your own people laugh, then you need to do some work, brother. Because we got some stories. Just being black sometimes it can be funny.
Yeah.
It's entertainment period, because the same thing with the rappers. If your music is not relatable, people can't connect.
Yeah. That's all the rapping is. Somebody coming from the mud, somebody that came from the bottom, and now people can relate to that.
What part of Louisiana are you from?
I'm from Baton Rouge, born and raised.
You ain't from no Baton Rouge.
Born and raised. Shout out to Lil Boosie. Yes, right.
Man, how was Baton Rouge back in the days?
The man coming up.
I'm talking about like in the 70s, because you was around in 79.
Yeah, 79.
So I was 78, 79 as a little boy.
Baton Rouge is I would say a music town, bro. We love us some good music. R&B, OJs, the Spinners, Earth, Wind and Fire. I'm a music guy. Music is my first passion. We knew that now. I was singing, but I used piano, trumpet, band. That was my thing. Okay. All the way from 5th grade all the way up till I graduated.
Wow.
So that was my passion. It's still my passion. So growing up in Baton Rouge, my mom she loved music and she crazy too. So my sense of humor come from her. That's what I really get my silliness from her. But
so you did the second line, you did all of that stuff too?
That's more New Orleans.
So
that's right.
So
that's more New Orleans.
It's not all Louisiana.
No. It's just more New Orleans brought that culture out.
DJ Boosie, shout out to DJ Boosie down there.
Yes.
So what do y'all do? Y'all don't do no parades or no?
Yeah, they do. They celebrate Mardi Gras.
Music?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I'm not. It's big in Baton Rouge too. And you got smaller cities like Lafayette, Hammond, all the different cities. They do Mardi Gras, Opelousas. They got their little culture. But do y'all know Mardi Gras originated from?
No, tell me.
Mobile, Alabama.
Really?
Originated from Mobile, Alabama.
Tell me the story behind it.
New Orleans just took it to another level.
That's hard. I like that.
We took it to another level, but it originated from Mobile. You can Google that. Mobile, Alabama, it originated.
And y'all just pick it up.
We just took it to a whole nother level. But the crew and all the different stuff. Now, mine, you don't know a whole lot about it because I was Catholic side and all this stuff going on. I didn't know all that coming up because we grew up Baptist, but I didn't figure all that out until I got older. But I wasn't really into Mardi Gras like that.
Really?
No, I played in the band and did a lot of parades and stuff, but I really just... you grew up doing that.
You would think that all the kids, once you were able to go, that you'd be like, okay, I gotta go.
I went, got the bees, went to New Orleans. That was a big deal. But as you get older, you grow out of, went in the military, I just kind of got away from it.
Let me ask something. You being from Baton Rouge, you ever knew Boosie down there? I'm talking about the rapper Boosie.
Yeah, I know rapper Boosie. I know his people. His people know my people. But he was, younger than me. And I left at 18.
Okay,
you know what I mean. But
so
when I was in the military,
what did you think about?
I was hearing about this guy. I said, "Man, I just do, gonna be something serious."
But you knew his people.
Yes, my mama know his people. Now, he might not know that, and I never met him personally. But he met my brother. My brother was one of the first to rap in Baton Rouge.
What's your brother name?
Joker P.
Joker P.
He was one of. I ain't say the first, but one of the first rappers in Baton Rouge come from the bottom posse. You can look it up. You can Google it.
Joker P.
You know who Silky Slim is?
Yeah, I've heard that name.
They rap together. He's from Baton Rouge. He lives in Houston. He with Crump now.
Yeah,
that's my boy. I grew up with him. We all went to school together.
Well, you got Turk and Mel down there who don't never come out. They the back.
Yes,
the label head type dudes.
But
and then you got my boy Young Bleed just left from here.
Yeah, he's from Baton Rouge. Yeah, he know my brother. He know all the people. I never personally met him neither.
He was here
I saw that interview.
Yeah, no, we got a new one.
I saw one he did. I guess it's been a while ago.
Oh no, you talking about the? Did you post anything of his?
I did.
Oh, you might have seen it on Instagram.
Yeah, he was talking about
on Instagram. Yeah,
his dad or something, or something. He was out somewhere or something.
He was talking about Tupac and
on the one you dropped.
Well, he was telling a good story. I just remember I did see his interview.
Yeah, I've had him on twice. I had him on virtual.
He did
one
mention
time.
that his people was in the Black Panther and stuff like that.
Yes,
that's what
out
it
in
was.
Cali or whatever.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, good
That's
brother.
crazy
He been
that
around
y'all.
for a minute.
Baton Rouge got some
It's a lot of
heavy
people,
hitters down there, man.
Baton Rouge
Like,
got a very big music culture down there.
let me ask you this: I've heard, and it's been a few people that come on here that said they compare the foods between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and they say that. Some people from New Orleans said New Orleans got the best food. Some people from Baton Rouge got to say they got the best food. Who do you think? You been to both places?
I'm gonna say Baton Rouge.
Oh, that's cold,
You know
man.
Why?
Because Baton Rouge is not a tourist city.
Okay.
New Orleans is a tourist city. So a lot of that stuff when you go down there is kind of watered down. Go to Bourbon Street, Canal Street, you hanging out. Nothing against New Orleans. Don't get me wrong. Now they got their own little culture going. But to me, Baton Rouge is more of a down home Southern type. You get that different feel when you in Baton Rouge and you eating at these black-owned restaurants and
I gotta do it.
But I'm sure, but I'm sure that even in New Orleans, you have not the big chain restaurant, or not a big restaurant, but like a small mom and pop restaurant that still have that good home down.
But that's in the city.
In the city part.
So a lot of people don't. When you go to New Orleans, you're not getting no rental car and going out in the city, going across the river, going. You're not doing that, and that's where the good ones are.
That's
normally at. Now I'm saying ain't nothing on Canal ain't good, but you just got to find that right one is kind of hard
What dish
to do.
are y'all known for over there in Baton Rouge? If you had to guess,
we don't really have a just that we're known for.
Because they talk about the what's the one with all of the different
gumbo.
They talk about the gumbo.
The gumbo is a
and the oysters. And
yes,
stuff.
it just depends on what you like. I'm a gumbo guy. I cook too. I like to cook gumbo. You know, I grew up cooking, so that's what I do.
I think you know when you look at just the people that come from down there. We had T-Boss on here, the little young lady. She's signing Cash Money. We've had Webby's brother Soup on here. We deal with a lot of Baton Rouge people. I tried. Fiend lives in Baton Rouge. I interviewed KL. He's in Baton Rouge.
Man,
it's like a lot of people go up to Baton Rouge, and basically it's about 45 minutes from New Orleans.
Yes, roughly. Depending on where you're going.
Roughly how you driving.
Less than an hour. Yeah,
less than an hour.
Right at it.
And so you guys was always right there together.
But you know what's crazy? We just different.
That's right.
We are so different to say we so close.
It's different.
To say we so close, we are. And you get the dialect different. Somebody from New Orleans talk different. Somebody from Baton Rouge. When you see somebody from New Orleans, you know exactly what it is. Oh, he's from New Orleans.
Yeah, they're very
it's
strong.
So deep. Yeah,
right.
it's deep. And Baton Rouge had their own little swag. But
and they right there by each other.
We right there, but it's so different.
Wow. Okay, so man, listen, I'm gonna jump right into it, man. You a man? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
54.
54 years
55
old.
this year, December.
When Shannon Sharpe was 54, he took it upon himself to date a 19-year-old girl, and I did a review about that, and I said, man, for me, being that I have a 30-year-old daughter, being that I have a 19-year-old daughter, I could not see him intellectually being able to do that. Could you do something like that?
No, man. First off, you know, I hadn't talked about it. I spoke about it, not on the platform like this, but on the outside looking in, you would think it'd be about control when somebody dating somebody that just on the outside looking in. Not saying that's his angle, not saying that's you know, his motive, but on the outside as a 54-year-old man, we pretty much the same age. You date within your
Age
circle,
range.
age bracket, maturity level. What kind of conversation would I have with a 19-year-old? We're not even on the same wavelength. My daughter 27.
That's what I
We got kids. His kids is older than that. You know, so us as entertainers, and him consider being you know,
he definitely entertained.
You know,
his podcast crazy right now.
Yes, he's in this circle. Hopefully, this is a lesson for him that he would just make better decisions, brother. Because being in that type of spotlight where he's at, it's a target, and that comes with, you know, your position in this industry. It's a target, and you have to know better.
But target wise, I don't feel like age matter, not in today's society, because I see too many of these women jumping up and suing their boyfriends for everything.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne girl just walked out and she talked about she want to sue, not walked out, but got kicked out. and
Via
said
text or something.
Right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, and said that she wanted to sue him.
liked
She
that.
looking for a lawyer. And I'm like, so now every single celebrity, when you dating these females, like you have to look out for like if I kick her out or break up, that she gonna turn around and say that I sexually assaulted
But that's
her.
my point.
Or,
The target. You have to be careful what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with.
When you
Age or not, you're right. It's not. It's just about who you keeping in your circle and what you used to dealing
What
with.
did you think when you first seen that? And because I'm gonna dig Shannon Sharpe. They come out. He comes out and make a statement, and he says, "I just want to come out and say Tony Busby and Gabby," and he gave a whole name. And I don't even know if he was supposed to give a name because I didn't know how the trial. How the charges laid out. But
And remember the
to
civil
see
now.
him, and to see him as high as he went up, he was about to do $100 million
Yes,
deal.
I heard a deal was on the table.
$100 million.
Yes.
And
I heard.
then they come at him for the 50 mil, and then they say that he offered 10 mil. I'm trying to see, what did you think when you first see this, and you like, what?
Hoping that it wasn't true when I first heard about it.
Me
I heard
too.
about it before it really came out, and I was hoping it was just somebody what they said a money grab. But then when I also heard about the 10 million, almost like admission of guilt, trying to get rid of it. Because if I'm innocent, I'm not giving you nothing. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So when I heard about it, it just shook my head like, you hadn't seen enough of this?
Did you hear the tapes? Did you hear the conversation?
Yes. It was. What can you say? You can only say it wasn't me. But when it's a video and audio, what can you just say? I guess. What you gonna say? I forgot.
but in today's society, where you have some of these women who like to be choked out, sexually or whatever, and she know that, so she. What should I say? Set him up by saying all of that?
That things happen.
But that is a part of her relationship.
I get it, but don't put yourself in that position. First off, the age is that's already a red flag. Now you into all this, what they call it, dominatrix. What are you doing? All
Dominatrix,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
It was so.
and
it's
people were telling him, like Monique even said, "Man, go sit down somewhere, bro."
She did tell
When
him.
do you get tired?
She did.
She
and
did,
everybody
but-
got their own way of moving around, whatever. Well, I say move around the cabin, however you want to do it.
Do you think he
People-
learned?
I hope so. You
Well-
got too much to lose.
He said, y'all, this is what he said.
I heard him.
He said, y'all
Date my
talking about
weight.
dating my age, I date my weight.
I heard that interview.
Okay.
Him and
So
he
Ocho.
doubled down.
I date my weight.
He doubled down.
But
Yeah.
was she his wage?
Apparently, we know it wasn't his age. So you dating within your wage. Now they want some of that. They want to wage you.
And the
They
crazy,
want some. Now it's about the money. At the end of the day,
to think that it's the same Tony Busby that was the same lawyer that did the witch hunt on Jay-Z to turn around now from go
Wasn't
all the
he
way
doing
from the
Deshaun
East
too?
Coast. Yeah, Deshaun
Yeah,
too.
he was-
And he's tunneling through. He probably heard old girl that did the Lil Wayne thing you just mentioned, and he probably said
in her
got
inbox
her
would be
too?
like, probably.
He probably. I'm saying if I know Tony and he from my hometown, if I know Tony,
this the
yeah,
Tony you talking about?
yeah.
Oh.
If I know Tony, he own it. You know what I'm saying? Tony.
how they be find? Do the lawyers find them or they find the lawyers?
I mean, both.
can go
vice
both
versa.
ways.
How does that?
But he say, you a big black guy choking a little white girl. These tapes is coming
Again,
out.
the target is there, man. When you at that status, you have to be. You got to move different.
I said,
Yeah,
with
move it.
me, the way I move right now, if I wasn't married, you could never get me like that. Because every time with me being somebody to have something to lose like him, you would have to come into my dwellings and you would get checked every time. You wouldn't be able to come around me like
No
that.
phone, no.
But no,
it's-
but you really do think that these females just been around these people for one day and then this happens? They come around until you get
You're not
comfortable.
gonna be comfortable.
No,
It's
because
I'm not
after-
gonna get comfortable.
After this girl been with him for 2 years.
I wouldn't give a damn if it was 10 years. If I got millions on the line, you ain't gonna get my money.
After a while, your
Never been
guards
that
go
comfortable.
down.
Always in
2
control.
years?
I've never seen a situation where
yeah,
you
he
couldn't
got
control
caught
it.
up. Yeah,
He finally
got
fell in
caught up.
love.
Yeah, that nigga ain't fell in no love.
No, he was in love with the yeah. We already know the body snatcher. That's
Let
what
me
I call it.
ask you this, because now, and I'm not going to be on it too much longer, but endorsements. You seeing the lights turned off. The what's the name of the nightcap?
Whose lights turn off?
The lights were in the background. And I'll put the picture up here where Ocho Cinco turns his lights off, and now they covering up some of the stuff that they was pretty much being much sponsoring. So some of the sponsors are dropping off the face of the earth. They're getting back from them. What can Shannon Sharpe do? He has the momentum. He just did an interview with I talked to Ali Sadiq the other day. He just did an interview with Ali.
Yes, he did. Great interview.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ali.
That's my boy.
I know Ali out of Houston, brother. I've seen him been coming up in the game.
Man, I love
for a
this
minute.
dude. He gonna call me and check on me. He ain't like Piper. When he left the show, he put my number in his phone.
He didn't even have my number. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for it.
He ain't like the comedian Piper. He put my number in his phone. He told me, hey, brother, I'm so proud of your success. He know my background. Me and his are similar. And he felt a connection. Now, he wasn't like Piper. Piper, I hadn't heard from Piper.
No, it wasn't no connection. It was unconnected. But you better lock me in, but ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. But what he can do, I think, man, all serious, I think what he can do, if he can try to shake back and chill and sit still, man. And what I mean by that, just let this,
Stop talking.
Stop talking, let it blow over and let it, take the process and let it do what it do.
Did you like the way he came out and spoke about it, or should he have not done that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to say something. Mm-hmm. It's too much. You can not say nothing. He did speak on it, but I would just leave it alone.
That's
because
what
now it's due process. Now it has to.
It's going to dwindle down.
Exactly, and I think it will. Hopefully for the brother, man.
She is taking him to court.
He's gonna go to court with her. Yeah, he's not going.
Because it's gonna come back up once all of that part, and then it's gonna go away after that.
Yeah, of course, because it's gonna be some type of something.
And I think he still. That's what. And I gotta say this: stop acting like black people don't support each other, because now that he's going through all this, guarantee you who gonna be at that tape doing interviews with him, standing by his side he gonna be interviewing brothers that look just like you and me.
Come on, man.
And they always support each other. People say, "Oh man, blacks don't support." That's not true.
No, it ain't.
That's who our audience.
That's
be.
right.
That's who the people that watch our show.
I don't believe it.
I don't play that game. That's a stereotypical thing that people try to do to keep us apart.
We can support our people.
We do support our people,
and we can. And it should never be an issue.
Never.
Whether they feel like we wrong or right.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they can be wrong when they still support nobody say nothing.
That's real.
They can have GoFundMe's and all this for $1 million. No, they went to a church and killed a bunch of people.
That's right.
See, we don't talk about that.
That's so true.
We don't talk about that. But that's a whole nother subject.
But in the comments too, they be always saying they get mad when we talk about these topics. You understand? Because they say they feel like we tearing these black men down. They said that don't you see it's a conspiracy theory that they're pulling down all successful black men. That's what they're saying. Why are we talking about it? Because
and I hear that
we're just
a lot.
adding to it.
And I hear that a lot. But we can talk about our issues. We can talk about our culture. We can talk about our black men that has been, I wouldn't say trapped or was tricked or was, thinking that they was some kind of way set up. Sometimes we have to take responsibility of what we doing, black or white.
I'm glad you said that, and I want to bring this up.
So it's not nobody against us. We have to do what we supposed to do.
I'm glad you said that. I've been thinking about some things, and I've been watching. I do a review now in the week, so I'm very keen on what's going on in the media. And one thing that's popped up, we have a guy by the name of Smokey Robbins. He's 85, I believe, and they say he come downstairs after he get out of the shower. They say he gets out and he goes into the blue room. There's 4 Mexican ladies, Hispanics, that have came forward to say that he sexually assaulted all 4 of them at different times throughout the years. Have you seen this?
I heard about it. I don't know much about it.
I seen this.
I couldn't believe it. I was just.
And I said at 85, if you look down now,
right?
How aggressive can you be?
What is that? What are you doing? How limp can you? You ever try to shoot pool with a rope? Come on, man. They gonna go.
You have pills.
I get that, but come on, 85.
She said it just happened in January last year, 2024.
And you coming now?
Now it's one way before that. It's a trail of them, and they not only suing the husband. They say the wife knew about it too, and said she knew it was going on.
But you know what? Think about this. Do anything surprise you anymore?
Guess how much they want? $50 million. Just like.
Is that the going rate now? Is that the going rate? $50 million? Not $1 million, $2 million, because I ain't never had $50 million.
It depends on your worth. It all depends on your worth.
That house was beautiful when they showed it. I seen Smokey house. I said, "Woo, that thing nice." And he trying to retire. Man, Could you
Really?
imagine? You know that man. You don't need that stress.
50
man.
million, bro. You worth that 50 million.
They said he would come out the shower, and every time he get out the shower in the blue room, that's when it would happen. And then they say sometimes they would do it in the garage or in the laundry room because no cameras was
More
in
than once,
and
right?
all of it happened. I told my wife, I said, boy, if you could have heard him getting up them stairs to that blue room when you get up this.
Come on, man. Some of this stuff you just can't make it up, man. And a lot of times it get to a point now, brother. No, nothing surprised me anymore. When I hear stuff like that, it don't surprise me. Just think about what's going on in the world, man. It doesn't matter. Nah, it's
just always happening to a lot of brothers now that's getting that money. At the end, it's like the money grab thing is coming.
Did it surprise you with Bill Cosby? How old he is? He dead.
All the girls that was suing him was like 80. 70.
What I'm saying, when is gonna stop?
Happened in the 70s.
Come on, man. We was on Soul Train and you got me. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
In the 70s, could you see this happening like that?
Yeah, I believe it. Them people was getting high, man. You couldn't dance like that and you was sober. You saw
That's
people
what
dancing?
heard somebody say that it was such a normal thing back then
cocaine
for certain
was,
things to be happening,
man,
and now everybody's talking out against it, so people are going back in the bag from back then to try to pull up charges.
Yeah. There was a lot of that going on, bro.
So
I believe
why Smokey wait so late?
What you mean wait so late?
Why did he wait so late? No, he was from Motown.
Man, them people that died off, the people he didn't molest, ain't no telling what he done did. Man, Smokey Robinson, all the history he got with Motown. All the people that came to Motown, man, Smokey would tearing their ass up, man.
But would you even call that molestation if they come across him and see him, big bad,
Of course it's consent.
Got all that money, he famous, they want to be famous.
He light skinned with them green eyes.
Come on, man.
With that curly hair.
Come on, man. Come on now.
A lot of these guys don't have to.
You know you want to get that man. Girl, you know I went last night? I was smoking. And he was smoking. Come on, man. Smokey Robinson,
I felt so bad seeing him and his wife standing there like they just posting their pictures everywhere, just basically saying and I'm like, ain't no black woman in no house letting no Hispanic women run through our house like that.
Bro.
I just don't believe that, bro.
85, bro. He not in the fourth quarter. It's overtime for him right now.
That's right.
He on a whole nother somebody else time. 85, you on your way. Come on, man. But man, you bringing all this up now? I don't get it.
Is it more because yes, these young girls or these women are, we all say that it's for the money, but then when I look on the situation, I'm like, they're pulling these men down more than anything else,
right?
Degrading them,
that's
really.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This
and have a certain
you've had all these years,
exactly, and the images that people are going to start thinking of some of these men, like, oh, you are this and you are that
pervert, and you was just now. I'm looking at you like they did Bill Cosby, the same way.
Right.
He was this. This household dad and the perfect family, but he was a doctor and wife doctor, and they was just this perfect family. Now you get these charges like, oh man, we was tricked this whole time.
No,
you're absolutely right.
I don't believe
they pull us down.
It's not always about the men.
Again,
I'm not giving up.
He admitted that he was giving them quaaludes.
Yeah,
he said that.
Yeah, but still, a lot of it's consensual, and a lot of times,
absolutely,
they come back.
I believe that too. I'm not on the version
because they didn't get what they want.
I don't believe raping them is just right. Sometimes put yourself in those positions.
Because a lot of them want the popularity
and they
to be a celebrity,
and they want to get high.
Because you didn't give them this.
Do you believe that a lot of these celebrities, not talking about him, also like the control?
Yeah.
R. Kelly, he did it. We can go there. The control factor plays a lot too. Football players, it's the control. A lot of football players locked up.
Their dominance.
Yes.
They want this.
I want to be in the control. You don't have to do that. That's something you got mentally going on.
Let me ask you this, and I'm glad you said Diddy because he just started his trial week. This week,
yeah.
They had open arguments Monday. And a few people spoke. The escort guy then came forward. There was a lot of people coming forward.
And I've been hearing a whole lot of nasty
now they saying that my girl Cassie, she came forward today and she said that when they asked her when she would have sex with the men, he would sit and watch and he'd be in the corner. Then once they get through with what they doing, it'd be in her mouth and she come put it on his nipples.
Now that's a nasty. We can't get no nasty.
Just trying to answer.
And I heard about the peeing and all. You heard about all that?
It was a tub. They got a tub.
Whatever happened to the toilet?
But I don't know.
That's where you pee at. You do all this old nasty shit. When you're that nasty, bro, you got some.
But let me ask you something. I gotta stop. I gotta stop y'all because I'm not gonna sit here.
Come on, man.
And let y'all just play like y'all didn't see Hugh Hefner doing all these same sorts of things.
I never seen it done, but I know it was done.
I heard about it.
Yeah, at the
people. I guarantee you, some people were coming up dead. Go look it up.
Hey, I'm not saying it's okay for nobody.
But I'm just saying this ain't the first. You think Diddy the first person that ever done nothing like this?
You're right. Absolutely. I told 100%.
You have crazier fetishes probably out there too.
Yes.
That ain't nobody talking about.
That ain't right.
So Diddy now is in there, and this is one thing that they came up with today. And I said, I came down him for this. Every time they're going through the trial, Diddy opens up his Bible and reads it while they there.
Okay. Would you open that Bible up when you was getting peed on?
No.
Would you open that Bible when you had to come on your neck and all this?
He's trying to get through this. What you want him to do?
Take it like you've been taking it.
No, he can't take it, man. He won't forgive
take that. That ain't what he say?
No.
Come on, man.
He won't. So, do you think it's wrong for him to open his Bible up in trial?
It's wrong, but why now?
In court?
But why you?
Because he's been sitting in jail for like a year.
But if you'd been doing that when you was out of jail, you wouldn't be in jail.
But he didn't know no better at the time.
Apparently,
you have time to think when you locked up.
Maybe he found God while he's in prison.
And that's so ironic that they all do find him because they know he was there before they went in there. Trust me, they've been to church a time of 3.
But majority of people who find God, whether they had to go to prison or not, a lot of people find God
when they go through problems.
When they go through a trauma.
I'm joking about it. I understand because I worked out of prison. I know.
Should he be able to just pull the Bible out?
Sane, whatever keeps him mentally focused, yes, pull the Bible out, the Quran, or whatever that's going to get you through what you're going through. But at the same time, don't be the hypocrite and say, now you all want to be public, don't pull the Bible out all of a sudden. You ain't seen the Bible since 83. Now all of a sudden you know all the books and probably can quote scriptures and Genesis. It says, Your Honor, man, if you don't get off this damn, stop tripping, because you're doing that just so somebody can feel sorry for you.
Okay, well, he's pulling the Bible out. There's 12 jurors. They're all white, from what I'm hearing. 8 men.
I thought it's supposed to have at least one black person on there.
8 men, 4 women.
All white.
I believe they're all white. I don't know if they're all white. I don't know the nationality, but I know it's 8 men and 4 women. Well, how do you think that'll weigh on the results at the end? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the women already gonna be.
They're supposed to be a jury of your peers.
The sex trafficking. You keep pulling this Cassie tape up where she was into it at the
and the women
hotel.
said they saw the video.
But
the jurors already said they saw that.
But that ain't sex trafficking. That's abuse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the same thing.
But when you get the women in the jury box, man, they pull on them heartstrings.
But it got to be all 12.
I understand.
It can be a hung jury.
It could be.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this thing can go any way.
You absolutely right.
What happened when OJ, when he had, it don't fit. He had Johnny Cochran.
But Johnny Cochran dead.
But he got Steele. He got Steele over there. This old boy that was at that trial with Young Thug.
Yeah, he's still, but then Diddy still might be in jail messing with Steele. See, I don't know. He's still going to be looking at that Bible. Why he in the cell? I don't know. I'm joking about it, but in all seriousness, man, and again, putting yourself in these positions, man, and he been doing it for so long. Because you can do something for so long.
But he ain't by himself.
Absolutely not. Okay.
Jamie Foxx was the one say he went to the parties with us. Now all of a sudden, I'm not with that. No. Y'all was with this man when this stuff was. I seen them all together. Kevin Hart, all of these people.
Until you get caught. You didn't see what party's going on.
You can pull it, Google it. You gonna see a Diddy party. You gonna see,
man. Long as you got money,
all of them. I think Tyrese and Usher and all of them was there. I don't know about Tyrese, but I know Usher was there.
Hold on. I mean, it's unlimited people.
But y'all talking about that? I gotta take it.
Party ain't illegal.
I was about to say I'm gonna take it a different way.
It ain't legal.
That's a freak off.
Everybody,
not illegal.
A lot of people went to Diddy parties, but they say that the freaky stuff didn't start till after. We don't know if those people you seen pictures of, they probably left before that time. So we don't know if they were there during those hours.
Did you know they said, I don't know, true, they said TD Jakes at the party? Y'all ain't hear about that? The TD Jakes
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you talking about everybody else, but don't want to talk about him?
That don't make it true.
I'm not going to talk about TD Jakes.
That don't make it. I ain't talking about it. I'm saying you throwing names out there.
He done retired now. They gave him a heart attack. On stage.
You throwing names out there. We ain't talking. I'm just saying.
That man out. They
so was it okay for him to go?
They stressed him out.
It ain't okay.
Ain't nobody can teach that word like Jakes, man.
At the party? What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about at Potter's house, man.
Oh, I get it.
Ain't nobody can teach that word. When
nobody can teach it.
And it's up.
How you
People getting saved. That old chick get the movie. You get saved that day. All I'm saying is, this guy would have changed and helped a lot of people's lives, not only in this country but in other countries. And now
nobody disagreeing with that.
Y'all seen him when he had his hand in his pocket and that little old police was dancing by him. That was one time.
Nobody disagreeing with you.
So he's a good pastor.
And nobody said he wasn't. Oh, you talking about who was at the party?
I don't know. I heard he was at the party, but ain't nobody.
Oh, you did hear? Okay, now we cooking with some grease there. Now we cooking.
No.
I'm not saying that, but my thing is, it's a lot of people at the party. I don't think that's illegal to go to a party, but like she said, the things afterwards in there.
Right, you don't know who was there during those parties.
All this is coming out, and we're going to find out here pretty soon.
So do you think Diddy is actually telling?
Telling? What you mean telling?
Telling who all was involved?
No, I don't think he's doing that, no.
He's keeping hush hush because he's trying to make sure that
checking.
What you ask, he'll answer, but he's not fit to come
because him telling who was there not going to save him.
What you ask.
They might give him a lesser sentence.
No, but people coming, unless he's telling who was trafficking with him if he was doing that, allegedly.
Right. Do you think
so that might,
allegedly,
I don't know.
do you think that because he had that liquor deal and he fell out with them liquor folks that came at him?
Man, you don't know.
People say after Bill Clinton tried to buy NBC, people say after they make these big moves,
yes,
you can see the pattern where they lose interest in them and they start trying to smear campaign the whole situation.
That could be it too, brother. I don't know, man.
It could be a lot of stuff.
It can be, but you have to be doing something. They're not gonna just make up something. Something was going on.
You can tell he worked for the prison system.
I'm just saying,
is just
something.
It's bad.
Come on, when you see the smoke, some fire somewhere.
So you telling me, okay, so you worked in a prison. You tell me that
everybody
was guilty?
No, I'm not saying that.
Have you seen or met anybody in there?
Every one of them say they're innocent.
No, that
you felt they was innocent.
You felt that they was really innocent?
No.
Not one.
And I'm going to tell you why.
That's because he like my daughter. They can't think like that.
No. Let me be honest. Let me be 100% clear.
Yeah, he got a heart. Come on now.
No heart.
We all got heart. I hear yours beating.
No heart.
Okay,
check this out.
Go ahead.
No heart.
Here you go. In all seriousness, working at a federal prison for 25 years, I'm not saying that the inmates I came across wasn't innocent. But what I can say, every one of them that I talked to said either somebody snitched on them, wrong place, wrong time, they didn't catch me with nothing. I used to do it, but when they caught me, I had stopped. None of them said they didn't do absolutely nothing. And they just picked them out a random lineup and said, oh, hey, you come with me. I've never experienced that. But what I can say is most of the people that look like me and even other races put themselves in position to where you can't get out of it. Either you did something. So when they tell me somebody told on, the first thing I say, well, what did you do? Because if you ain't doing nothing, they ain't got nothing to tell. Mm-hmm. So we can't get in this culture of no snitching. Don't do nothing for them to snitch on you about. You ain't got to worry about it. But when you in that dope game or doing something illegal, doing things you don't have no business doing, eventually you're going to get caught.
Wow. So
it ain't about where I worked or how I feel about I think everybody guilty. I feel like the people they arrested, because one thing about the feds, they're going to let you go years. They're going to build a case on you. Now, they don't play fair. No, I'm not going to say they do. I know they don't. But why be in a position to what? Why even play the game when you know they're cheating?
Wow.
Why even play the game?
Wow.
And that's my move.
I'm going to say this right here, man. When you look at all of the different things that's happening, man, it's happening for a reason.
Absolutely.
And I agree with the smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire statement that you made.
Oh, man, 100%.
I think that the one thing I can say is, man, that it's a situation where you know already that if you plant a bad seed, you'll reap a bad harvest.
You reap what you sow, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Out there, and the things that you're doing eventually get caught up. You know what 99% of the inmates told me?
What they tell you?
If they didn't catch me, I wouldn't have stopped.
Wow.
That's the only way. And some of them are grateful.
Okay.
Some of them say thank you, man.
Okay.
Because I would have kept if I need to be here. Some of them own up to, hey, this is what I did.
I'm going to go back to your comedy world for a second before we end this thing.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to you about just Cat Williams, all of those guys, man, Cedric the Entertainer, all of these comedians that you see that's in the industry and you see them doing their thing like for you being one that's been in the game, how long you been in the comedy game now?
I started comedy in 1996.
96, and you coming up by path with Bernie Mac.
Bernie, my first time on stage. That's that story.
The Bernie
first
Mac
time.
and all of the different
Stationed
people.
in the military. I was in Florida at the
Who
time.
was the most explosive that you ever seen hit that stage?
Explosive. Bernie was number one.
Bernie was number one.
Earthquake.
Explosive.
Big
Bigger
just
earthquake.
give you that, Lavelle Crawford. Just give you that boom.
Cedric didn't do it for you?
Cedric too. He has it, but everybody got their own different style.
Yeah.
It doesn't make him less funny than anybody else. We all have our different style.
D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, DL he's more of a teacher and educator, but he makes it funny and he brings relatable comedy.
When you see Ali Sadiq and he say he came behind DL and dealt with him, you can tell that was
not just that, but Ali has his own style.
Ali cold with them
He's a
stories.
storyteller.
Yeah.
And he'll bring you into his story and he'll have you in his world.
What's that thing that makes Piper stick out?
My style, I'm coming at you style. I'm beating it over your head. Oh, you gonna laugh because you gonna see what I'm doing. The way I talk and how loud I am. A comedian told me when I first started, I used to talk. I had a low tone when I'm on the stage, and he said, "Hey man, as tall as you are and big as you are, you ought to talk louder. You grab their attention, and your jokes are hitting, but they're not hearing you. And what makes me different is I want you to hear me, I want you to be relatable to what I want my jokes to be relatable to you."
Wow. Young comedians coming up that you've seen come up, who do you say stands out the most?
The younger ones?
The younger ones, the one that the internet phase came up, the DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller. Carlos is more older.
He ain't he a vet
Carlos
game. Shout out to Carlos, real
Bubba
OG.
Dub.
I never got a chance to meet the brother, but yeah,
what's that? Desert Banks. All of these different ones. Who sticks out to you when it comes down to the newer guys? It's a bunch of them.
A lot of them guys, I never seen them on stage.
Never seen them on stage.
I see their skits, and they might show a clip here and there from their tours, whatever. Because them guys, they doing it. They making they getting that bag. But to say who stands out on stage, I can't because I don't really. I don't see them as far as their shows.
Yeah,
but I know they getting the bag, and apparently they funny.
Oh, they getting the bag,
and they funny.
Oh, they getting the bag.
Oh yeah, and so
they getting the bag.
I want to say that I know Dub. He's of course on the younger side. He has grown so much. I just literally watch him grow.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? So that's what I can say hand to hand. Like I really literally was on the show with him, and he didn't book me, and we didn't, and I talked to him. And I kind of mentored him a little bit. Yeah. It's another young guy now we're gonna talk about. Grouser 100.
Grouser 100.
That's the guy that we doing this show. June the 5th, Arlington Improv.
Let's talk about it. June the 5th.
The brother is cold.
June the 5th.
June the 5th, Arlington Improv. Get your tickets. I promise you. If you hadn't seen his brother, he is going to amaze you with his stage presence, and the brother is funny. Grouser 100 at Grouser 100 on Instagram. Grouser, the comedian on Facebook. When I tell you this brother, it's the only brother I ever seen in my 20 plus years, almost 30 years in the game. He might have 10 shows under his belt. Might. That's pushing it. But the brother can literally stand on stage 45 minutes to an hour and give you a show. I've never seen it.
Wow.
The brother's special. He used to rap. He out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's where he's from.
That's why you favorite.
He used to rap. And me and this brother, man, yes, a classmate of mine introduced us. The brother called me that same day. He called me actually on Facebook. He left me the number. I called him, and we clicked just like that. So I mentored him. He's a little younger than me, but the brother listened. He right, and this dude gonna be that next dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dubbed and signed off on him. Desert Banks and signed off on him. The brother is special. So I got him. We're gonna be at the Improv and be there supporting him. He's gonna be headlining. I need y'all to come out, get those tickets, improv.com in Arlington. And we gonna blaze the stage. I'm gonna be there with him. And
I'm coming.
Oh yeah,
me and the wife gonna be there.
You're gonna see this brother, man. He a storyteller too, but he make it funny from the hood. He come from the street, but he transitioned from the rap to the comedy because he naturally funny brother, man. So that's why I'm here. Boss Talk to promote my brother Grouser, man. That's gonna be my guy. I'm bringing up in his comedy game.
What time is the show? 7?
7:30.
7:30.
June the 5th is on the Thursday night during the week, but y'all come out. We're gonna try to sell it out. And I don't know if y'all know him now. I don't know if y'all. I told you this video on the on Instagram with he eating the red beans and rice and talking about the girl and say he don't really want no relationship right now. And he started eating her food and he said, "Oh, but shit, babe, we need to go get married. I'm gonna take my shoes off for a couple of years and I'm gonna see." And the brother is and he's naturally with it, and that went viral.
Wow.
And he just had another video go viral with him and his wife talking about boots on the ground. He telling her he tired of seeing her boots on the ground. And he following her outside and damn them boots. And you even put your boot. I mean, the dude is hilarious. Man. So y'all gonna really enjoy him. Down to earth brother. But if you see him, he might scare you because he got tattoos in his face.
I ain't tripping on none of that. I ain't tripping off none of that.
And he brother, man, good dude, man. Garage 100, man.
Man, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, so since you said you were working in the prison system for 25 years now, recently Tory Lanez got stabbed in prison.
I don't know. He was in a state prison.
Okay,
he got stabbed 14 times, 7 times in the back.
But by a Hispanic guy who...
well, just one Hispanic guy. Might have been two.
It said a Hispanic guy who's serving already life in prison for a murder that he did previously, and then he did this. But how often do you see... a fight like that cross culture, meaning like Hispanic versus black, and nothing happens because
what you mean nothing happens?
When I say nothing happens, doesn't like
something gonna happen.
Yeah, to him. Yeah.
Okay, but if a Hispanic guy in prison jump on a black guy, aren't other black guys jumping in to try to stop that or help that? Isn't it like a? It's
a state prison, and how prisons are ran, it's politics.
Okay.
They have politics in prison. You got your white, your black, your Spanish, they all gang. They it all depends on what he did. What a lot of people don't know is when you got a white guy that do something to somebody black, they're gonna go to what they call a shot caller. They're gonna find out what's you either straighten them out or we gonna straighten them out.
Right.
And they have rules, bylaws, and everything.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So in that situation, I don't know. That could have been random.
Okay, because I was
a lot of
wondering.
times that can start a riot, a race riot.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
in order for something like that not to happen, I would think that he would have to get permission, just like he said he'd have to go to the shot caller to say, hey, this. And
something like that I can't speak on it. But you asked a good question to ask, how does that work? But in prison, that could have he could have violated the guy and could have did something to the man and owed him some money. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, I don't know. Wow. But I heard about that 14 times. You're lucky.
Right.
And then they were saying
that takes time to stab somebody 14 times.
Not really. Be quick with it. You know it.
Not really. Yeah, it don't take some time at all.
Them ice fixing.
And they were trying to kill him too.
Hell,
they hit him 14 times.
Yeah. That Chauvin
hit
got
him 7 times in the back. They hit him 4 times in the torso. 4 times, 2 times back of the head. 1 time on the left side of the face.
They were trying to off him.
They were trying to get him out of there.
Yeah.
And God spared him.
Your boy got stabbed a lot of time. That's your boy, but the officer that killed George Floyd, the Chauvin guy. He got stabbed up. Yeah. And he got stabbed a lot, and he lived.
Wow. Sometimes they live. Man,
but he should be put into protective custody after that, right?
Eventually,
he should have been in there already if he was smart. Listen,
come on now.
Listen.
Come on.
He's a star, man. He shouldn't have been out there. I don't have to be hard. I just need to keep myself alive till I can get out of here.
Right, but he was in population.
He was trying to show how he could make it. I wouldn't have never did that.
Should have had him.
Not if I had if I was
status.
him. Right. Because you're a target.
Yes.
So he got to be smarter than that. Now, me being if I'm in there, I'm looking for it. I'm the one that you need to be careful of because that's what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know.
How you talking?
Hold on. Back in the days.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah, for sure, man. God is good,
hey, man. Won't he do it?
Thank you so much, man. I love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
Lock me in this, man.
That's right, Private Comedian. June the 5th, Arlington Improv. Garage 100, myself. And Shed G, y'all know Shed G.
Shed G,
you know Shed G. He toured with Tyler Perry. He's Tyler Perry's stunt double actually, but he Shed G. Look him up.
Shed G, I got you.
Shed G.
He gonna be there.
He gonna be the host. I'm gonna be the feature, and Graz are gonna take it to the house.
Let's get it, man. Y'all gotta be there.
June 5th. Come on now. Get your
don't meet me there. Meet me there.
Come on, man.
Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
And we out.